Hello and welcome to Meet the Fleet, a series of videos introducing you to the locomotives that run on the Brucington Railway. 47357, built in Glasgow in 1926 by the North British Locomotive Company Limited, entered service as LMS number 16410. It was renumbered 5357 in 1934. Under BR it was renumbered 47357 and was first allocated to Willesden and then to Liverpool Edge Hill in April 1950, where it was withdrawn from service in December 1966. It was then sold to Woodham Brothers Scrapyard at Barry and arrived there in November 1967. It left there in July 1970 after it was purchased by the Midland Railway Trust and moved to Derby for restoration work. 47357 got some fame for being the last steam train to be restored at Derby Works, and was also the first Ginty to enter service at Butterley in June 1973. The 3F moved back to the Midland Railway Centre with the LMS running number of 16440. After hauling the inaugural passenger train in August 1981, 47357 did Stirling service at the Midland Railway Centre at Butterley. The locomotive was withdrawn for a major overhaul, but unfortunately, due to the cost involved, the locomotive is awaiting overhaul in a non-operational condition. An appeal was set up in 2011 to raise funds to enable the work required to be undertaken. In August 2020, it was announced that a contract had been signed with Ian Riley and Sons Limited to overhaul the frames of the locomotive, which was expected to be completed in 6 months. The frames were transported to Haywood in August, and it is planned that they will be returned as a rolling chassis, which will make it possible to fit the boiler at Butterley. The locomotive was outshopped in LMS lined maroon livery with the LMS crest and number 16440. In June 2021, the boiler passed its outer flame steam test at the Norfolk Railway. The boiler will be moved to Riley and Son Limited at Haywood for reuniting with the frames after the work will be completed on the smokebox, and the fitting of a smokebox door and ashpan has been undertaken. In May 2023, the locomotive moved again under its own steam at Butterley, and it was anticipated that it would be back in service later that year. In 2024, 16440 returned to service at the Midland Railway Butterley, sporting the LMS line maroon. The owner of Brucington hurried down to the railway to see the engine being unveiled. After returning home, the owner discovered he owned a model of the same engine and took it as a sign. He bought the engine from the MRCT, Midland Railway Centre Trust, and now operates it on his railway at Brucington. Due to the owner naming his locomotives with the same letter as their class, Ginty 16440 was given the name Jamie, which coincidentally was the name of his brother-in-law. Jamie remains one of the owner's favourite locomotives, frequently being paired with the Blood and Custard Mark 1s as seen at the Midland Railway. We hope you've enjoyed meeting Jamie, and remember he can be seen upon request at any time. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon for another episode of Meet the Fleet.